In this video, we're going to cover everything related to the BuildExact Onsite app. We'll go over how to get the app, what it's designed to do, how to invite people to use it, and the different permission levels depending on who's accessing it. Then we'll take a closer look at key features like leads, the daily logs, schedule sharing and updating, and timesheets. Now, there's a separate video that dives deeper into timesheets, including how to approve them and manage labor costs, but for this one, we'll cover where to find them and how they're added. Starting with the basics, how to get the BuildExact Onsite app. You can download it from the usual places like the Google Play Store or Apple App Store, and if you Google BuildExact Onsite app, you'll find a page that directly links you to both. Or you can simply search for BuildExact Onsite in the App Store. Next, let's talk about the goal of the app. I'll pull up my phone so you can see what I mean. The main idea is to let people contribute to your project directly from the job site. That could mean submitting timesheets, viewing and updating leads, marking off schedule tasks, or checking documents that have been shared. You'll also see the daily logs, and from here, team members can view logs, post updates, take photos, and add notes. So overall, the Onsite app keeps everyone connected to the same project in real time, right from their phone. Next up, let's look at how to invite people to the app. There are two main ways to do this, and it really comes down to personal preference. Option number one is while you're logged into your BuildExact via the desktop. If you go into a job, under the Job Details tab, and scroll down, you'll see a section for BuildExact Onsite Crew and the option to invite. This method uses your BuildExact contact list to send the invitation via email. Or option number two, you can invite people directly from the app itself. If you're already in a job, just tap Invite Crew, and when you use this option, the app will ask for access to your phone contacts. That's because it sends an invite as a text message instead of an email. Both methods work the same way, it just depends on whether you're working from your computer or if you're on the site. Next, let's talk about what different people see in the BuildExact Onsite app, depending on who they are. The easiest way to show this is by looking at your users back in BuildExact. These are the people who have access to your main BuildExact account. And as we've mentioned in other videos, you can add as many users as you like. There's no extra cost for that. When these users log into the Onsite app, they're treated as master users of sorts. That means they can see everything, all images, documents, schedules, and tasks. They'll have full visibility and control, unlike someone who's only been invited to a specific job or role. If we jump back into a project and open the Documents section, and if we select one of our documents, you'll notice the option to Share to Onsite app. As mentioned, if you log in yourself and you're a main user of the account, you'll see all of these documents in the Onsite app regardless. But this option to Share to Onsite app determines which documents are visible to people who aren't part of your main BuildExact account. In other words, your internal team members see everything automatically. But for invited users, you decide what gets shared. And when you do share to the Onsite app, a tag alongside the document will show Onsite. So you'll have a visual reminder of what you've shared and what you haven't. And on that point, a document might show both Onsite and Portal. Portal indicates that the document has also been shared to the client portal. And if you aren't familiar with the client portal, we do have a video dedicated to that goes into detail. As well, you can remove items from the Onsite app whenever you want. Just select, and then the option to unshare appears. Now let's head back into the app and look at a few of its specific sections. When anyone opens the Onsite app, they'll first see View Job Invitations. What appears here depends on their role. For example, as a main BuildExact user, you'll already have access to all of your jobs, so this section will likely be empty. But for invited crew members, this is where they'll see any job invites waiting for them. Now let's take a look at the Leads section. This area is especially useful for business owners and project managers since it lets you do nearly everything you would in BuildExact's lead sections on your desktop, but right from your phone. If I open an existing lead, you'll see the same familiar details, the client info, project details, notes, images, and documents. And one handy difference in the mobile app is how easy it is to add updates on the go. For example, when you tap Add Note, you can use your phone's voice-to-text feature. Just talk, and it'll convert your words to text automatically. You can also attach images, either by selecting one from your photo gallery or taking a new photo on the spot. This makes it super convenient when you're out visiting a site. You can quickly jot down notes or upload photos right after leaving the job, or even as you walk the site before anything slips your mind. All right, let's move on to daily logs. Here, users can see all existing daily log posts for a job. Anything created in BuildExact will show up in the Onsite app, and anything added through the app will sync back to BuildExact automatically. Crew members can like and comment on posts or create new ones directly from the app. When adding a post, they can also attach up to 15 photos at a time, either from their camera roll or by snapping new ones. Moving on, let's talk about updating the schedule and marking tasks as complete. There's a separate video that goes into more detail on scheduling, but here's a quick overview. Under your schedule settings, there's an option called Sync Task List with BuildExact Onsite. This controls whether or not those tasks appear in the app. When tasks are shared, only the ones assigned to specific people will show up. That way, everyone can easily see what they're responsible for, when tasks are scheduled, and when they're marked complete, keeping the entire team in sync. As we mentioned earlier, what a user sees depends on their permissions. Crew members might only see the tasks assigned to them, while managers or main users can view all tasks. From the app, crew members can update task progress. For example, marking something halfway done or fully complete. They'll also see how their task relates to other dependent tasks. So if a task is delayed, they understand how it affects other items dependent to it. The main goal here is to allow people on site to update progress in real time, which then feeds back into your BuildExact schedule. Lastly, let's cover timesheets. From the home screen, tap Create Timesheet to log work hours. And this is specifically for the BuildExact Timesheets function. And as mentioned earlier, there's a whole video on just that. But the main thing to quickly highlight is people can enter their shift time, they can add breaks, they can search and link it to the correct job, and permissions apply here too. If someone is only invited to one project, they won't see others. Crew members can also assign a category or an item to their time, though it's not required. If they do, you'll have the chance to edit it before approval. But we have this here because the use cases are kind of different. There might be a supervisor who's very familiar with the project and may want to assign categories for accuracy. The other case might be crew members who aren't familiar with the job structure, and they can simply select the correct project, add notes if needed, and again, you can edit and refine this timesheet later for them if you'd like. If they do leave notes, those appear in the timesheet records, so everyone stays informed. For example, a note could say something like completed framing, so you'd know what that time was related to. And that's it, a complete overview of the BuildExact Onsite app. We highly recommend downloading the app, logging in, exploring it yourself, play around and test its features and see how it works for your workflow. But as always, if you have any questions, please let us know.